Before the video starts, consider subscribing to the channel. It always does help, but if you're not too sure, maybe watch the video first and then subscribe and see if you like the video first and my channel. Hope you guys enjoy the video. So that base over there is practically indestructible. I didn't design it, I did not make it, I'm just showing you guys what it is. I've spent many horde nights in this base and not one have I had the threat of dying unless, you know, if you have cop zombies or stuff, it's all you gotta watch out for. But this is 100% zombie proof. It works. It's a glitchy base, of course. So yeah, you can consider this as a cheese base. But if you want to do it, you can. It works. And I'm going to show you exactly how to build it. Now again, I did not really build this base and I don't know where the patrons got this idea from. I'm just simply showing you what they use. This is their base entirely, guys. I did not make this. I've just copied this from the Patreon membership server. And that's what they've done. In fact, before we show you how to build it, I'm going to show you around the base that they've built. Okay, so usually on all four sides they have these steps, right? The zombies can't actually jump up those. They really battle. But I can see in just this one, they haven't really finished the other sides, but it doesn't really matter, this still works. As you can see inside, it's very well done. So whoever did this on the server, you are doing a fantastic job at building. I mean, you can see the ground. Now this is actually not a texture, this is just the reflection from the light upstairs. I think so, yes, it looks like it. And I think it's actually come out really cool. You've got their, I'm assuming this is their drop box that they have here. So if you go down, you can then go and loot it from underneath. And this is where they keep all their storage and all their crafting. I think this is really cool when it's all in one little place, easy to access, all their forges. So this is what they call a mother base on the Patreon server, where they all stay on one base and they all work together on the server to kind of accomplish different bases and do some missions together, and they all live here. You can see the floor. It's nice because it's like different. It's not something people use all the time. You go right to the top, and then they have their own bedrooms. So each member gets to sleep in their own bedrooms and put their own storage if they want. You can see there's their bedrolls over here. So that every time they've ever built this, they've always had their own bedrooms, and I thought it was pretty cool. How do you even get up another floor here? So they go around this side maybe. There you go. That's interesting. You need some balconies here. Someone's gonna be drunk and just walk off the edge. And they can go right to the tip top where they've got a little garden. They can do some sitting up here. I would have put a farm up here actually. But yes, guys, that's the base. I don't think there's anything underneath it. Just take a look. Nope. All solid concrete. Right, so I've done a little demonstration here, and I'm going to show you exactly how to build it. Now, I'm not going to obviously show you the entire structure. The main thing about this base would be these things, and that's what I'm showing you how to do. You could practically put anything you like up here. It's really not a big deal. So it's all I'm going to show you is how to actually build this thing to stop the zombies. So I'm going to show it right over there. So first of all, you just need a normal block. This is a concrete block. You place that down. Then you would need a concrete plate. Okay, take a normal concrete plate, put that down. Then what you're going to have to use is I think it's a 1-4 triangle. Let's just see if I can get the name quickly. Okay, so it's called a plate 1-4 triangle. So you just grab that and you place that down. Now, when I first tried to figure this out, I actually got really confused because I had no idea how they made it look floaty or how it's actually floating in the first place. Because if you look here, it looks like it's not connected at all, but it is. It's quite simple. Just take the triangle again and go here. Make sure you press R and it's on advanced when you're building it, so it can do all the sides. And then you just make sure it's facing that way, towards the arrow facing each other. This is where it got confusing for me because I never noticed that they had this little thing here, because basically what's happening is this triangle's holding up this triangle here. This little block is connected to this triangle, and that block is holding up that triangle. So that's how it works. So you could use anything that's pretty small and centered. So I'm using a door trim off center here. This is what it's called. And this should work just as fine as well. Just make sure you got an advanced mode on, and then just make sure the block is sitting like that. It doesn't have to be centered, as long as it just can hold up the other triangle. And then you go up, and then you can place the other triangle on top of that. Just like that. And all you have to do is just copy that method. So you go to the next one here. It's a little bit more tricky because it has like, you have to like try and get up a little bit. So I suggest building your base and then starting from up, going down, and then going down from up. Because it's a little bit tricky, especially if you can't get to the next one. So I recommend maybe just making some blocks here, or just use frames. It's probably for the best. And then you could just quickly do the same thing. You just gotta rinse and repeat. That's it. Once you get the hang of it, it's pretty simple, pretty straightforward. And just like that, you have yourself a perfectly good zombie-proof base, and then you can go and build off of that if you really wanted to. Let's just see if we can just make some sort of platform here. And there you go, you can stand up here. You could actually use this as a base on its own. And then let's just spawn some zombies in. Right, so let's get some ferals. Okay, and then you'll see exactly what they do now. You can see they struggle a hell of a lot. Look at that. And that is why I was saying it's a zombie-proof base, because there's literally nothing they can do to get up here. Unless there's a hell of a lot of them and they all start stacking, but then you could just make it higher. Really not a big deal. They do hit on some things, but it's really not a train smash. I mean, look at that. There's so many that they would have to get through. So maybe having just 2 or 3 is not the best. Maybe like 7 in a row like this, and you're perfectly fine. So let's see if we had a much larger amount of zombies, what will happen then. See if that makes any difference. They'll probably jump on each other's heads. That's probably what's going to happen. You can see, managed to get on one of them, but the next one is just super hard for them. I like the fact that they don't really hit on blocks too much. It's not so bad. But yeah, look at that. Naughty boy! Stop that! But yes, guys, that is how you design this little thing. Again, I have no idea where they got this from. So if anybody knows, be sure to put it in the comment section and I'll pin it and check it out. It's very hard to figure out where the ideas come from on YouTube and stuff, because there's just so many people doing things, and even the most underrated guy that no one knows about, yeah, could have done something amazing and then someone else would have taken it. So it's very hard to figure out who's the original person that created that idea, but it is pretty cool and I like it. And let's just quickly, I'm going to run a little bit of a horde night, yeah, and then you'll see what happens with the larger base as well. Okay, so I'm not running a full horde night, I just want to test out this base, and as you can see, it works exactly how I did mine, and it's just super hard for the zombies to get in here. Now, the only reason why I don't really like making these types of bases, because I am the type of player who likes a challenge in 7 Days to Die. And this is not a challenge for me. I can just sit inside and do my own thing, and the zombies won't even really care. But, just to say I don't like it doesn't mean you guys mustn't like it. You guys must just do what you like in this game. It's a sandbox game. Go ahead and build whatever you want. There's a chicken involved as well. At least we know it's chicken proof, eh? Because, you know, the AI work, like, all the AI work in the same, so the dogs and everything are the same AI. Should path exactly the same. Some people were asking me in my older bases, how do dogs climb ladders? I'm like, well, they do, you know? It's just part of the same AI. I really like that they don't, though, because that's pretty weird. But yes, guys, there's nothing that can really get in here. Like I said, the cop zombies could probably see you from a distance, so let's see if we can get those in there as well. You can see that, obviously, you just got to watch out, maybe be inside, out of their view. But they do also path just fine. You just stand behind the door here, perfectly fine. Nothing really to worry about here. I think the only thing that you could maybe worry about is vultures, but you can put turrets down for that. My suggestion to this would be lots of grenades and lots of molotovs, so even a rocket launcher that shoots the standard frags, not the HE ones. So yeah, just wanted to show you guys how that worked. It's a bit of a short video today, but I'm pretty sure you guys learned something new. I hope you enjoyed this type of video. If you want to see more like this in the future, consider hitting the subscribe button and hitting the like, so at least I know you guys enjoy this type of content. I also highly recommend you guys check out that video there, because that one I did a lot of work on, and I would love for you guys to see it. So go check it out. Go watch that video. Go watch it. You know you want to do it. Go do it.